I saw some comments recently from some of the fellows that are watching this video series about the tools that we're using. And I thought this would be a good time to mention that even though Volvo, especially these trucks, are manufactured in the United States, they are a European design. And as a result, every bolt and fitting and nut that's inside this truck is metric. And everybody's looking for an excuse to add tools to their toolbox. So here we go. I give you permission. You're going to need to head out and purchase the metric tools. Certainly on the socket sizes, you're going to have to go up into some of the bigger sizes, all the way up to 21 millimeters to 24 and 27. Inside the truck, you will see primarily 10 millimeter, 14, 15, and 17 millimeter. And also something to be aware of is there's a lot of torques inside these trucks, and Volvo, especially inside them, is very fond of their thread locker. So when you're buying some tools, you're going to be looking as well for an impact set that's going to be able to handle some of the hard hammering that we do to get these bolts out. Especially stuff that's going into the floor or anything that has to do with the seating or the seat belts. It's all thread locked, and they're really tough to get out, and the impact tools are very handy. Something else that I thought I would share is working inside the trucks. I found it really handy to have a cordless impact drill. Because everything's got thread locker on the bolts, it's just so nice to have that tool handy. Remember to wear your hearing protection because it echoes inside the cab a little bit, but that cordless impact is really handy for getting all these bolts out. If you are going to be doing a lot of work, especially in the back end of the truck, if you're taking the seats out and putting in a jackknife sofa or dealing with anything back there, it's really nice to have that impact wrench. You don't have to deal with the air hose getting in the truck, and my air hoses are all over the floor and they get a little greasy and dirty. We like to keep the truck clean inside, and that's one thing that helps as well. So looking at Kevin's toolbox here, you will go up to the 27s. 24 and 21 are very common sizes that you'll be using on the frame. And down here in the 10s to the 14s, 17s and 19s are used quite a bit as well. So you want the deep stuff, you want the impact. You'll be looking for a complete set of those sockets. And as well, on the metric side, you'll see you're going to need a good set of metric wrenches as well. As a part of Jack's build, we need to replace the front steer tires. They're one of the Kingpins, because it was worn. We ended up seeing a little bit of uneven wear on one side of the tire, such that this one wouldn't pass a safety. So we're going to replace both. We're going to brand match them with the Bridgestones that are on the back, so that it's a match set all the way around. And something that's handy if you're going to be doing your own build is find a tire guy that's mobile. I found a really great guy here in Calgary. His name is Dale Larson. He owns Viking Tire. Dale's going to be coming by and grabbing these tires, replacing them with some new steer tires. They're going to be spun. We're going to make sure that they are fairly round, and we'll get them balanced. But it really is nice to find a good tire guy that's mobile. Let him pick them up. He's got the big 3/4 inch or 1 inch impact for taking off tires if you need to. Have them come to you. They really don't charge anything extra, so rather than lugging these things around and lifting them into your pickup or whatever you've got and hauling them around, just have a guy come to you. It's a lot easier and lets you spend time on your truck rather than worrying about tires. Kevin's starting on getting down to the Kingpins, so the drum is off, the shoes have been removed, and we're just continuing to work our way down to ultimately the Kingpins and bushings. I was a little slow on the draw. Kevin got these off before I had a chance to show you, but the drums are nice on the inside. And certainly looking at the brakes, it looks like they've been replaced not too long ago. an auto greaser. It produces a lot of grease.
Yeah, our team is supposed to be dangerous things ever put on trucks. They taught us how to take them apart. So these are steer tech type kingpins, which differ from normal kingpins because normal kingpins, the pin is from the bottom straight up to the top, goes through the axle, and the pin itself just drops out and the whole spindle comes off. Steer tech type kingpins are a pin on top and a pin on the bottom of the axle, actually solid with the axle. So the spindles on this type are two-piece. This part here is separate from the actual spindle assembly. So the spindle itself up here, there's two bolts in behind the spider here. You take those two bolts out and this will pull off. Then the bottom piece will come off separately. So to do that, you actually have to remove the spider, which is where your brakes and your S-cam go into. So you need to remove the S-cam from your brake before you can take this off. Then you take the spider off, bolts out, and then you split this, it separates, and you can get to your kingpins.